This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Frayna crushes Mongolian foe, keeps title chase alive in ASEAN chess war. Messi claims the city, Trump claims the mic. Star-studded America Business Forum lights up Miami. NBA dragged into the hot seat. Gambling chaos forces Washington talks. Meanwhile, Rockets blast Grizzlies 124-109. Amen Thompson leads fifth straight win. Luka Doncic delivers. Victor Wembanyama denied as the Lakers survive the Spurs. And let's talk about the UAAP with Marco Sario, who is joining us live right here at the BNC studio. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 6th of November. Now, here's our roundup. Janelle Mae Frayna, the Philippines' one and only woman grandmaster, turned the board into a battlefield, demolishing Mongolia's Batpelden Buyankishig in 38 moves of a ruthless Reti showdown at the 6th ASEAN Individual Chess Championships. Frayna seized control early, unloaded a merciless kingside strike, and shocked the hall with a cold-blooded queen sacrifice that left her with a winning piece and a commanding victory. She now stands at 4 points, just half a point behind solo leader Im Vigidna Ovod of Russia, who shattered Vietnam's WGM Nguyen Thi Tan An in 42 brutal moves of the Caro Can. Frayna also drew level with WGM's Nguyen Thi Ma Hung and Hoang Thi Bao Tram after the Vietnamese pair opted for a quiet 18-move draw in the London system. Right behind her, half a point back, is her disciple, 17-year-old Ruel Canino, who snatched a shock draw against top seed Anna Zurova of Russia in a blistering Nimzo-Indian clash, raising her to 3.5 points and fueling her WGM campaign. Now, on the open side, Pao Bersamina and Christian Giancarlo Arca made their own surge, both leaping to just a point off the co-leaders Im Munkadalia Amilar of Mongolia and Im VS Rahul of India. Bersamina torched Vietnam's FN Din Ngo Kiet Sicilian in 25 moves, while Arca carved down GM Darwin Lilo in 57 moves of a hard-fought Reti, joining a six-way tie at 3.5 points. Now, this is not just competition. This is a Filipino chess assault. And we were not here to participate. We were here to take the crown. Miami became the center of global spotlight as Lionel Messi and President Donald Trump shared the stage at the America Business Forum. Two worlds colliding in one arena, the Kaseya Center erupting with energy. Lionel Messi, the global standard of greatness, took the stage and the room never recovered. Fans roaring, cameras flashing, every eye locked on the icon. Inter Miami co-owner George Mas presented Messi with a key to the city, a symbol of how completely he has transformed the club, the culture, and the spirit of Miami. The conversation traced Messi's legendary path: Rosario, Barcelona, Paris, Miami, and the World Cup road that shattered doubt and ended history in 2022. When asked about World Cup 2026, Messi did not announce anything, but the fire was unmistakable. The competitive flame still burns. He is signed with Inter Miami until 2028 and shut down any retirement talk. But the night was not just about football. President Donald Trump used the forum to defend his economic record and also referenced World Cup 2026, saying he wanted to be president when the World Cup arrived, and claimed ticket demand is breaking records. FIFA President Gianni Infantino was also on stage speaking on his working relationship with Trump and the global impact of the tournament. Messi returns to action this Saturday against Nashville SC. The legend is still writing his story, and the world is still watching. Meanwhile, NBA staff members slipped into Washington to sit down with congressional staffers trying to untangle the league's deepening gambling scandals that exploded last month. dragging Miami's Terry Rozier, Portland coach Chauncey Billups, and others into federal indictments, according to two people familiar with the meeting. The sources who spoke under condition of anonymity said NBA Commissioner Adam Silver was nowhere in sight and no actual members of Congress attended. One source called the closed-door session a fact-finding mission instead of a showdown. But no one knows if this quiet huddle will satisfy growing demands from lawmakers in both the House and Senate, who want clear answers on how the league handles gambling and specifically why Rozier was allowed to keep playing even after sportsbooks reported suspicious betting patterns around his performance on March 23, 2023 while he was with Charlotte. Senator Ted Cruz, the Republican chair of the Commerce Committee, and Senator Maria Cantwell, the leading Democrat on the same panel, have demanded that the NBA explain exactly how they investigated Rozier's case. Federal investigators claim Rozier conspired with associates to manipulate statistics for betting wins in that 2023 game, similar to the betting scheme that led to former Toronto player Jonte Porter being banned for life by the NBA in 2024. Another House committee has also requested information asking the league to identify any loopholes that may be allowing illegal betting networks to thrive. Adam Silver has long said he prefers a uniform federal regulation system for sports betting instead of the state-by-state patchwork that currently exists. But for now, the questions only get louder and the room just got hotter. Now let's get on with the game. Amen Thompson torched Memphis for 28 points and 10 rebounds. Alperen Sengun dominated with 20 points and 16 rebounds, propelling Houston to its fifth straight victory. Thompson hit 13 of 26 shots and distributed 7 assists, following his 27-point, 5-rebound, 4-assist performance against Dallas. The Rockets have outscored their last 5 opponents by 19.2 points per game. For the Grizzlies, Cam Spencer scored 19 points off the bench. Ja Morant added 17 points and 8 assists. Santi Aldama contributed 16 and the bench still dropped 60 points. But Memphis struggled at 38.2% shooting. Houston led most of the first half, pushing the advantage to 16 points with Thompson's fast break layup. Halftime, 60-51. Memphis cut the lead to 4 early in the third quarter after Jaren Jackson Jr.'s short jumper. He had been scoreless in the first half, but Houston exploded back. Josh Okogie hitting 3 straight threes, extending the lead to 84-63. Morant returned from a 1-game suspension, posting an 18-point, 10-assist double-double in Monday's loss to Detroit. Meanwhile, Luka Doncic went off for 35 points, 13 assists, 9 rebounds, and 5 steals as the Los Angeles Lakers extended their win streak to 5 with a 118-116 thriller over San Antonio. DeAndre Ayton added 22 and 10. Marcus Smart fired 17 as LA roared back from 9 down in the fourth. Still no Austin Reeves, still no LeBron James, still no problem. Doncic hit the dagger 3 with 2:31 left to put LA ahead for good, and the Lakers closed it from the line. The Spurs had a final chance, but Julian Champagny missed at the stripe, and Keldon Johnson's tip rimmed out. Victor Wembanyama finished with 19 and 8, but fouling out with 1:40 left ended San Antonio's push. Stephon Castle had 16 and 8, Jeremy Sohan 16, Devin Vassell 15. The Spurs led 96-88 after 3, led again 106-100 late, but Doncic took the moment, took the game, and took the night. And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Can you sacrifice to win the game? In baseball, a sacrifice fly or sacrifice fly is when a batter intentionally hits a fly ball to the outfield, allowing a runner on third base to tag up and score without concern for their own at-bat statistics. It's a play of strategy, teamwork, and selflessness. A classic example of putting the team above individual glory. The sac fly shows that sometimes it's not about the home run, it's about advancing the game and pushing your team closer to victory. Now it's time for our off-court buzzer. Rory McIlroy revealed that PGA of America Chief Executive Derek Sprague sent him a personal apology after the abuse he and his wife Erica endured during Europe's Ryder Cup triumph. Europe held off a furious last-day fight back from Team USA to win 15-13 in New York. But the crowd's hostility was relentless, including a beer being thrown at Erica that struck her on the hat. McIlroy said he received a lovely email from Sprague apologizing directly, noting that Erica and Derek had known each other from their time with the PGA of America. McIlroy acknowledged that the week was emotionally heated, saying the crowd targeting only galvanized Team Europe, pushing them to become the first European side to win the Ryder Cup on U.S. soil in 13 years. The world number 2 now eyes a dream finish to the year with a potential 4th DP World Tour Championship in Dubai. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 6th of November. Up next, let's talk about the explosive action and happenings in UAAP Season 88 with Marco Sario, who is joining us live right here at the BNC studio. When we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. UAAP Season 88 is sizzling hot, and it has already presented fans with so much to talk about. Action, drama, and brewing controversies. And joining us tonight to talk about what lies ahead and which teams and players to look out for, please welcome back to the BNC studio, Marco Sario. Kagawad, maraming salamat.
Thanks for having me on the show again, Ton, and talk about UAAP. Actually, before it was my dream to be part of the UAAP, but now I get to talk about it, which I love. I mean, I love basketball. I love talking about sports. So yeah, man, thanks for having me here.
Well, you are part of the UAAP. Of course, you played for De La Salle Zobel in the juniors division, and then you went to Ateneo in college. But Marco, this UAAP season 88, grabe, napakainit na mga pangyayari. But we have to start off, of course, with the officiating, because I can't recall a UAAP season where the officiating was scrutinized this much. Coaches getting suspended, players getting suspended for volatile acts on the court. Why do you think the officiating has been the subject of so much controversy this season?
Okay, Anton, so I don't want any heat now with officiating, but I think the UAAP now is balanced. Like the teams now, you can't predict the games anymore. Who's gonna win? Who's not gonna win? Like it's super balanced. That it's hard to officiate because of the high level of competition there is now.
Yeah.
So yun, I think I don't want to be negative also and like try to blame the referees. I think we should be more positive.
Yeah.
So for me, my suggestion is to tell them to have more seminars and training because it's a high level game, right? So they have to be on top too.
Yeah, I agree with that because sobrang balanse yung mga kupunan ngayon sa UAP. It makes the games harder to officiate, and that's why there were even so many issues, including the salaries of the referees, na mas mataas yung salaries ng mga referees na nag-officiate sa men's team.
I think, it should be equal pay. It's still sports. I mean, I also love women's sports. So it's harder to officiate, yes, but at the same time, I think they should have the same pay, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the UAP actually adjusted quietly because of that and because of everything that people were saying online. Now, Marco, syempre, kailangan natin pag-usapan yung mga top contenders ngayon in the UAAP. National University, 8-2. They only lost twice and to one team, the defending champions, UP. Are you surprised sa nangyayari dito sa kupunan ni Coach Jeff Napa? Why has NU been so successful?
So, share ko lang, I've been watching the UAP. Last year, NU is number 1 on defense. Imagine now they added an FSA, which is Omar John. So they stacked more with their defense because Omar John is tall. And also they bought in Coach Jeff's system, which is nakikipagpalitan sila ng muka. I mean, it's hard to play against those guys, man. Like they're trying to press you full court. They're trying to like bug you in and out. So like, yeah.
Di ba you played against Coach Jeff in high school?
Yes, I played against Coach Jeff.
Kaya pala yung mga players niya gusto makipagpalitan ng mukha sa'yo.
Yun na nga eh, pagpalitan ng mukha. Kaya siguro natalo kami nun, Ton. Nakipagpalitan sa akin ng mukha. They're actually all over me. They actually, props to Coach Jeff because he scouted me super well. That's why we lost to the finals. And also, I gotta commend this guy, man. Like, in Coach Jeff's system kasi parang walang star player. He just wants what's best for the team. And everyone's bought in. Everyone's locked in. They want to play defense. They want to win the game. So they're sacrificing for one goal, which is like winning.
So NU's number 1 right now, but after starting 0-2, etong UP, the defending champions, winning 7 of their next 8 games. Do you think they're still the favorites to go back-to-back?
It's very unpredictable. I mean, of course, they won before, but I think it's very exciting because we don't know who's gonna win, who's not gonna win. So, I have a dark horse, Anton.
Okay, sino?
Sorry, I played for Ateneo. I love Coach Tab.
Oh no.
But
Where are you going with this, bro?
I think LaSalle will win the championship this year. I think they're the dark
wow,
horse. Yes.
That's a big statement. That's a hot take from you. Win the championship, even
Yes.
with no Baklaan, even with Mason Amos unsure of his return.
Yes.
Wow.
So LaSalle now they're dogs. You
Okay.
know? So I'm not gonna discredit Baklaan and also Amos because I gotta give them flowers. They're gonna be a professional basketball player in the PBA or like whatever league they will play.
Okay.
But now they bought into Coach Tupex's system naman, wherein like they play hard-nosed defense and also they're giving reins to Jacob Cortez.
Yeah, I think the absence now of Baklaan and Amos gave Jacob Cortez a bigger responsibility, and as a result, his numbers have gone up. So, since Marco brought out a hot take, eto, I'm gonna do something very hard. Para sa akin, this is going to be the most difficult list that I have done on the show thus far. The top 5 players in the UAAP right now. And this is so hard, Marco, because for sure, may mga players na sobrang galing, sobrang promising, so talented, putting up astronomical numbers, but they won't be included in this list. So with that said, let's get it on. All right, so I have to put this player in because you have to put a player who's part of the number 1 team right now in the UAAP. So at number 5, I have to put the former juniors MVP in. Give it to me right here. Bang! Jake Figueroa of the National University Bulldogs, number 1 in steals. He is in the top 10 in points and rebounding. I gotta give it to him because NU's number 1 right now and he's the best player in NU. Let's go to number 4. Para sa akin, ang daming magaling in this category, the category that this player is in. But even though he's just in his first year at the collegiate level, he's been dominating and he was a big reason why the Growling Tigers were the number 1 team in the early goings of the season. So I will say, right now, he's the best foreign student athlete in the UAAP. Here at number 4, bam! Another former juniors MVP, Collins Akoe. Now, here's where things will get interesting because we have 3 spots remaining here. Marami ang magugulat dito. So let's go to number 3. I think there is nobody as relentless as this guy, especially on the boards. You already know where I'm going with this. Give it to me right here, number 3. Boom! Motor Mike. Mike Phillips getting ready to represent Flag and Country once again. I have him at number 3. Number 2. I have to put a point guard, Marco. I have to put a point guard. And there are so many good point guards in the UAP. You've got Jared Bahay, you've got Fortsky Padrigao, you've got Ray Remogat. Pero para sa akin, if I were to start a team with a point guard, ang pipiliin ko, eto, give it to me here, number 2, baby. Come on! Yes! Jacob Cortez! I got 2 LaSallians in the top 5, man. The team that you picked to win it all. But at number 1, sino kaya? Okay. Are you ready for this, man? I'm not sure if you guys are ready for this. At number 1, my reasoning is, if I'm going to give the ball to anybody with the game on the line, ang pipiliin ko right now to have the ball in his hands. Let's go. Number 1, from the UP Fighting Maroons, bam! Let's go! Harold Alarcon. That's my top 5. Mr. Sario, ano masasabi mo dyan?
Actually, Anton, I can't believe you put Jacob Cortez over Mike Phillips. I mean, I'm a data guy. So, just saying, Mike Phillips averaging 13 points, 15 rebounds per game. And sometimes kasi I gotta debate on this because Jacob sometimes is inconsistent with the points, but he's leading the team in assists. So I think I gotta give him
and
his
points,
flowers.
yeah.
And points, yes. But for me, I think Phillips will be second, and then Jacob Cortez third. But I agree with everything.
Everything else, you're okay with. So, ang babaguhin mo lang dyan, isi-switch mo si Phillips at Cortez. Wala ka ibang player na ipapasok dyan.
Pwede ba honorable mention na lang?
O, sige.
Siguro, I'll put in Precious Momoy from UE.
Even though they haven't won.
Yes, because we're talking about points and rebounds. He leads the league in points, if I'm not mistaken. And also, not rebounds, but like points.
Yeah.
Even though they haven't like won, but I think they could still, make it to the Final Four. That's my hot take there.
UE can still make it to the Final Four. Man, you have a lot of hot takes today, brother. So first, LaSalle magcha-champion. UE can sneak into the Final Four.
Could possibly.
Wow. All right. Well, those are the hot takes for this evening. Kung meron kayong mga comments, please let us know. And Marco and I, we're not hiding from anybody. We're ready to take the heat. Come at us, and we'll respond to you guys on social media. Brother, thank you so much
Thanks for
the
having
time.
me, Anton. I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, brother. Marco Sario with us here on the Scorecard. Up next, two Pacific teams trying to figure out who they really are. Booker's on an absolute tear, playing like he's tired of waiting for help, while the Clippers keep flashing that we're still dangerous energy. One night and vanishing the next. So stick around because we're about to find out who's for real. And as always, keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome to the Desert Duel. The Suns and the Clippers, two Western teams with playoff DNA, both trying to figure out who they really are in this 2025 season. It's Friday morning here in the Philippines, Wednesday night in Phoenix, and here's the vibe. Both squads hovering around .500, both stacked with names and both searching for chemistry that still hasn't quite clicked. So let's be real. This matchup feels heavier than November. The Clippers are 3-4, still calibrating the balance between Harden, Kawhi, and the new pieces around them. They've shown flashes like that 129-102 rout of Phoenix on October 25. But lately, it's been uneven. The Suns, meanwhile, are 3-5, trying to stop the bleeding. Devin Booker is playing MVP-level basketball, 38 points last game, but it's not really translating into wins. Injuries to Dillon Brooks and Jalen Green have gutted their spacing, leaving Booker to do basically everything himself. So let's rewind the tape. The Clippers just ran into the Thunder buzzsaw. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander dropped 30 and 12 assists. And Oklahoma City turned a 13-point deficit into a 126-107 blowout. Harden looked good, 25 points, but it wasn't enough. The Clips just ran out of answers. For the Suns, it was another case of Booker versus the world. He dropped 38 in San Francisco, but the Warriors' depth crushed them early, leading by almost 20 at the half. Moses Moody and Curry combined for 52, and Phoenix just couldn't close the gap. Now here's what tomorrow is really about. Chemistry check. The Clippers are trying to rediscover their identity. How does Harden coexist with Kawhi when both need the ball? You can feel it. Possession stall, rhythm breaks, and defenses load up. Health matters. Phoenix isn't just losing bodies, they're losing rhythm. Brooks, he brings toughness. Green brings pace. Without them, it's all on Booker and Mark Williams to make something happen inside out. Booker's burden, he's averaging 30 a night in his last 3 games, and yet the Suns are 0-3 in that stretch. It's becoming the same question every year. Can Devin Booker win ugly when the roster isn't perfect? So this is the duel to watch. The Beard versus the Book. Two of the best isolation scorers of their era, but in completely different stages of their careers. Harden spacing himself. He's reading the floor, looking for that one vintage 35-point night that tells us he still got it. Booker, he's in full attack mode, confident, fiery, and carrying the Suns with that I'll do it myself energy. The Clippers, they average 112.9 points per game, while Phoenix sits just under that at 111.3. But their defensive effort has dipped. The Clippers shoot 48% from the field, the Suns 45%. And the big difference? Turnovers. Phoenix gives it up 13 times a night, and that's been a killer, especially late in games. Booker said it after the Warriors lost. We're better than our record shows. He's not wrong. But until this team proves it against real competition, teams like the Clippers, that quote is just a promise. Now, if you're Phoenix, you need a spark from the bench. Guys like Grayson Allen and Mark Williams to crash the boards and hit open looks. If you're LA, it's all about Kawhi's rhythm. He's day-to-day, but when he's out there, he changes everything. That silent mid-range killer who can slow down Booker and steady the whole pace. So here's the setup, guys. Two Pacific Division teams, both with questions to answer. Phoenix desperate to end a 4-game skid. LA looking to bounce back after back-to-back losses. It's not about the standings tonight. It's about pride and about finding rhythm before December hits. So stay ahead of the game as the Western Conference heats up. Two teams stacked, stubborn, and still figuring it out. It's the Suns and the Clippers. And here is your matchup breakdown for tomorrow. Every possession matters in games like this. It's not about standings, it's about pride, rhythm, and who can turn frustration into momentum. And that's a wrap on the Desert Duel. Two Pacific teams battling for balance. One looking to stop the bleeding, the other trying to reignite the spark. The lights are bright, the energy is real. So tune in, lock in, and as always, keep your eyes on the prize. Ooh, a late-night shocker in Miami. Phil-Am head coach Erik Spoelstra of the Miami Heat has had his home engulfed by a massive fire. Firefighters arrived at the property around 4:36 a.m. U.S. time, found two structures engulfed in flames. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Spoelstra was away with the team in Denver the night before and returned as smoke still rose from the scene. We'll stay on this as details emerge. Before we go, think on this. From a young prodigy who broke barriers for Philippine tennis, a multi-time Grand Slam junior winner, and the first Filipino to win a match at a senior Grand Slam, etching her name in history by capturing her first WTA title at the 2025 Guadalajara Open. Alexandra Ayala once said, "It's so special. To be Filipino is something I take so much pride in." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.